First chapter, 43rd shloka. Utsanna kula dharmana manushyanam janardana narake niyatam vaso bhavati ati anushushama.
Utsanna kula dharmana manushyanam janardana narake niyatam vaso bhavati ati anushushama. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those who destroy family tradition dwell always in hell.
Arjuna bases his argument not on his own personal experience but on what he has heard from the authority. That is the way of receiving real knowledge. One cannot reach the real point of factual knowledge without being helped by the right person who is already established in that knowledge. There is a system in the Varnashramas institution by which one has to undergo the process of evolution before death for his sinful activities. One who is always engaged in sinful activities must utilize the process of evolution called the Prayashchitta. Without doing so, one surely will be transferred to hellish planets to undergo miserable life as a result of sinful activities.
So there are three things there. Number one is that Arjuna is speaking on a general Karmakanda platform. I have heard in South Indian that is very much prevalent. You should not do this. This is auspicious. This is inauspicious. Correct? People are very much about this should not be done now. This is not the right time. Correct? This is Rahu Kala. You know? You should not touch this by left hand, this by right hand. You know? A lot of rules and regulations which are part of the culture at home. And at this moment, Arjuna is also talking on the same platform. He is not talking on the spiritual platform. Correct? Therefore, he is saying, if the spiritual platform means what? Follow what Krishna says. Over. Why you worry? There is nothing to worry. But he is speaking on a general Karmakanda platform. And the platform is this, that, you know, if he is my guru, if I insult him, you know, this is not good. You know, I am killing my own cousins to get a kingdom. This is not good. It's general moral principles Arjuna is banking on. Without the knowledge that we are not body, we are an Atma, and we are servant of Krishna, and my only business is to serve Krishna. That is not in his foundation. His is general Vyavaharika, good man. Duryodhana is Vyavaharika, bad man of this world. You know, who, like normal day, we see so many people, when they find an opportunity, even among relatives, and they swallow the property. Correct? It happens. That is normal Vyavaharika. We can't do anything, but a bad person we can say. Similarly, Duryodhana is also like that, took some opportunity, and he has swallowed the whole property. Actually, it belongs to Pandava. It does not belong to him at all. At least a gentleman 50-50. Forget 50-50. They said give 5 villages, you keep rest. That also is not ready. He is a Vyavaharika bad man, and Arjuna wants to be so-called good man of this world. No, Krishna. Let them enjoy the kingdom. I will live by begging. Why? Because against, even I am hesitant to throw arrows even at Kauravas, but particularly my guru, my grandfather, how can I throw an arrow? That is, you can see, very nice point here. Prabhupada says the problem is Swajana, my own men. The second thing Prabhupada develops in the purport here, very important point, Anushushama. So this is what he says, I have heard from the authority. Okay? Bhavati iti Anushushama. I have heard. Prabhupada says that is how you have to learn. The modern day, any knowledge means what? I sit and think. I imagine. Or not only I sit and think, somebody thinks, I follow him also. Arey Baba, from where you are? What is the value of your thinking? Well, we are crazy people, correct? What is the value of our thinking? No. Therefore, Prabhupada says so confidently, we will follow the greatest authority, Krishna. That's it. You may call us mad, we are mad. That's it. That is our mistake. That is our fault. We follow Krishna wholeheartedly. And because of that, lot of enemies we make in this world. Lot of people are our enemies. Correct? When they started in the West, they used to do Nama Sankirtana on the streets just like they have gone today. So many times devotees got arrested. So many times in the beginning. No problem. Prabhupada said. Our mistake, this is our fault. Krishna has said, do Nama Sankirtana, we are doing it. If you arrest us, what we can do? That is our fault. We are blindly following what Krishna says. That is actually the process. You have to follow the authority. You cannot. Just like I told you in the last time in the class, nature of the mind, it's not our capacity. Like a patient in the hospital, he should not think what medicine is good. He just follow what doctor says. There is no, doctor, I feel I should take. Shut up. But I told you take. Similarly, we are all also very sick. So many ways. We should just follow the authority of the Krishna. That is called surrender. Surrender means what Krishna says is more important than what I think. Always you are following our mind. My mind says do that. No. What Krishna says we should follow. So this is the highest authority. And the greatest authority is in front of him. So Arjuna is telling Krishna. Now I have heard Hare Krishna is telling fight. Why you are quoting any other authority now? Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam. Forget all authority. The authority of all authorities of all authority of all authority standing in front of him, Krishna. All the acharyas, everybody is Krishna's servant only. And supreme authority is standing and is telling Krishna, I have heard that those that destroy family tradition go to hell. Krishna is fine. Who has told you all those things? Correct? Finally, everything is coming from Krishna only. Authority means he is the first. Now he is giving Krishna a lesson. I have heard from authority, those that destroy family tradition go into hell. Basically, Krishna, you are encouraging me to do sinful activities. Because he is now talking to Krishna like a friend. So he is talking in friendly way. But Prabhupada has picked up the principle, hearing from authority. Prabhupada said, yes, this is how we should learn. There is no other way to learn. So this is very important point. And the third thing Prabhupada says in the purport is that in our life, prayashita is very important. All of us actually, if we see in our life, some mistake we have done. So another thing is that prayashita. So there was a personality, his name is Khan. What Khan? He was the landlord for Buddhimanta Khan. He was the landlord for the Nawab Hussain Shah, correct? And Nawab Hussain Shah, so he beat him because he stole. And later he became the king. So one day his queen saw that mark, big mark on his back. He said, how you have a mark? No, when I was a child, I stole something and master gave me stick. He said, no, I can't stand it. You have to kill that person. He was very attached to the wife. He said, no, I can't kill him. He was my master. Okay, do one thing. You convert him at least to Muslim Dharma. That was very easy that time. You just have to take one water and throw on the head over. So I called him one day. He was a king and threw water on him. You are Muslim. So then he went to everybody, what prayashita I should do? I don't want to be Muslim. Simply somebody threw water on my head. But everybody is telling now I become Muslim. He said, do one thing. A Brahmana said, prayashita is this. Because such a low class man has thrown water on your head. Prayashita is that you have to drink a molten lead. He said, I will die. Then he went to another Brahmana, be you study. He said, no, melted ghee is okay. That is also very dangerous. Then he went to Lord Chaitanya. He said, what should I do? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, do one thing. Leave everything, go to Vrindavan and chant Hare Krishna. So the chanting Hare Krishna is so powerful that it can do all the prayashita. You don't have to separately do prayashita. Correct? The chanting Hare Krishna itself is the greatest prayashita. Not that some other prayashita has to be done. No, that's itself the most powerful prayashita. But you should know that for every activity we do, we are accountable. Aho bata mahat papam kartum vyavasita vayam yad rajasuka lobhena antum swajanam udyataha. Alas, how strange is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness.
Driven by the selfish motives, one really inclined to such simple acts as killing of one's own brother, father, or mother. There are many such instances in the history of the world, but Arjuna, being a saintly devotee of the Lord, is always conscious of moral principles and therefore takes care to avoid such acts.
So he's trying to be a good man in this world. See, it is not good. It is not good. Just for power, I am going to kill my own brothers. So he's trying to be a good man on this world. But Krishna conscious above so-called goodness or badness. Yadi mam apratikaram ashastram shastrapanayah tartarashrarane hanyo taname shemataram bhave. I would consider it better for the sons of Dhritarashtra to kill me unarmed and unresisting rather than fight with them.
It is the custom, according to Kshatriya fighting principles, that an unarmed and unwilling foe should not be attacked. Arjuna, however, in such a enigmatic position, decided he would not fight if he were attacked by the enemy. He did not consider how much the other party was bent about fighting. All these symptoms are due to soft-heartedness, resulting from his being a great devotee of the Lord.
That is always there. Prabhupada is taking always a softer side. He's saying is so much kindness that he is showing, high moral principle. That is the reason is because he is a great devotee of the Lord. Yasyasya bhakti bhagavati yakinchana sarvai gunai tastra samasate suraha. Somebody is becoming a devotee, automatically good qualities will manifest in him. Why? Because when you're going towards sun, automatically heat will manifest. You should also become hot. Correct? So that is always there. Whenever somebody Janayati Asuvera, Vasudeva Bhagavati, Bhakti Yoga. So many places it has been said. Virakti Anyatra Sya. Bhakti Paresha Anubhava, Virakti Anyatra Sya. When somebody is developing a devotion, all unwanted things should be, that is the proof. We are advancing or we are not advancing. Nothing to lose heart, but we continue Krishna conscious, but this symptom should be make us aware where we are going, up or down. The more and more this world is looking attractive to us, we are going down. The more and more we are feeling detached from this world, we are getting up. So Arjuna is an exalted personality, and his soft-heartedness, Prabhupada is saying, is a great devotee, it's a great personality. Duryodhana did not have any one of these things, we know that. He also saw opposite side. He also saw helpless people, his cousins who actually are the real profiteers, who were on the streets for how many years? How many years was their vanvas? 14 years total? 12 plus 1. 13 years they were on the streets. Correct? They were on the road. Where? Poor fellows. And at least I can give them something and I want to butcher them. He never thought anything. No sentiment. So many relatives are there. So many elders are there. He never thought on word. But Arjuna, being a kind devotee of the Lord, was thinking the pain he is going to cause to them. That's a great mark of a great personality. So Prabhupada is saying there was one instance, I told you previously. But what happened was in Australia, devotees were there and the neighboring house started burning, a house in the locality. It was fire. And generally, as happens around the world, you see any accident also. Recently there was some video I was showing to children, some accidents, timed. And what I was noticing in that major accidents they have done, because they have now cameras in the roads, so it is recorded. So many major accidents have been recorded. Look at the fun. Most of the vehicles just go away. Even though here, for people who fall on the street, they're on the ground, nobody stops. Because people have no soft heart. They're worried about themselves. They will be I'll get half an hour late. Forget, let him die. Nobody will think. In fact, even the law has come now. that the person will not be questioned, whoever brings to the hospital. They have improved the laws, but still people are not bothered. Correct? Are they harassed now? Suppose somebody is on the street and somebody picks and brings to the hospital. Does he have to go to court, police station? Nothing, no? The law is not their side now. There is nothing. But still, people don't want to get into it. Unless it happens to me or my own relative, I am not bothered. Very, very self-centered world. So what happened that the devotee, similar situation happened. The house was on fire and nobody was coming forward. So this devotee is, and no male devotee was there in the temple because all had gone for some services. Only some ladies were there in the temple. They all ran and they saved everybody and became a big news in Australia. So Prabhupada said yes. Because they are devotees, they are kind-hearted. So that Prabhupada has marked this point of Arjuna. He was so soft-hearted because of his being a great devotee of the Lord. Sanjaya Vacha Evam Mukta Arjuna Sankhe Ratho Pashta Upavisha Vishya Sharam Chapam Shoka Samvigna Manasaha. Sanjaya said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overrun with grief.
While observing the situation of Janani, Arjuna stood up on the chariot, but he was so afflicted with navigation that he sat down again, setting aside his bow and arrows. Such a kind and soft-hearted person in the devotions of the Lord is free to receive self-knowledge.
Thus in the Bhaktanda purport on the first chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, matter of observing Arjuna the battlefield of Kurukshetra. We proceed to the second chapter. Sanjaya Vacha Tam Tata Kripaya Vishtam Ashubonakshale Kshana Vishidantam Idham Vakyam Uvacha Madhusudana. Sanjaya said, seeing Arjuna full of compassion and very sorrowful, his eyes brimming with tears, Madhusudana Krishna spoke the following words.
Mixed with compassion, lamentation, and tears are all signs of ignorance of their self. Compassion for the eternal soul is self-realization. The word Madhusudana is significant in this verse. Lord Krishna killed the demon Madhu, and now Arjuna wanted Krishna to kill the demon of misunderstanding that had overtaken him in this challenge. No one knows where the compassion could be applied. Compassion for the dress of a drowning man is senseless. A man falling in the ocean of misery cannot be saved simply by rescuing out of dress the gross physical body. One who does not know this and laments the outer dress is called a Shudra, or one who laments unnecessarily. Arjuna was a Kshatriya and his conduct was not expected from him. Lord Krishna, however, can dissipate the lamentation of the ignorant man, and for this purpose, Bhagavad Gita was sung by him. This chapter instructs us in self-realization by narrating the study of the material body and its very soul, as explained by the supreme authority of Sri Krishna. This realization is made possible by working with the buddhi being situated in the fixed contraction of the real self.
Now, you see, that point is that most of the people today will not be able to appreciate Krishna's instruction in Bhagavad Gita. Forget the detailed part, the moral part. They will feel Arjuna was correct. Okay? Most of the people. Why I should kill my own brother's grandfather? Anybody will say, let them have. Yeah, it's not easy to understand actually. But the point is that not only here, sometimes in a Yamaloka we see that. Basically, Krishna is going ahead with this massive war, and we know Krishna knows. He showed in the Vishwarupa, and now few minutes later, Bhagavad Gita spoken in half an hour. Few minutes later, Krishna showed in the Vishwarupa, everybody died. Nobody is going home except you Pandavas. Nobody is going back home. Practically, some 10-15 people survived the war, out of few lakhs of people, correct, or crores of people. Such a massive devastation. How is it justified? Anybody will ask. Wasn't Arjuna correct? Sometimes not. Maybe he was correct. Crores of people are going to die. For what? Better not have the war. Even we see in this instance of Yamaloka, If you hear the kind of punishment that happens in Yamaloka, it is terrible. Terrible punishment. For every crime, terrible punishment. All the four regulative principles. Terrible. See, in China it is there. They go to a restaurant and outside all the creatures will be there. You have gone to China. Did you see all that? You didn't go to a restaurant there. I heard in the restaurant outside they have a pond and all the living entities are there. And you have to select which one you want to eat. They pick it up from there and they cook it and give you. So then your punishment is that same way you will also be cooked in a Yatana Sharira. Because in this Sharira you are cooked, you will die very soon. Yatana Sharira you will not die, but you will experience the same pain. Therefore we say, eat food offered to Krishna. Because even vegetarian food there is sin. There also you are killing. But non-vegetarian is more sin. Because vegetarian food at least Krishna has directed for us. Because Krishna's direction, sin will not be there. But still you should offer and eat. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. This is the food Krishna has designated for us. But he said, eat that also you eat after offering to him. Right. Then they will still not be there. Then it is fine. Otherwise you have to take the reaction. So when you think about the Yamaloka, the kind of terrible punishment we have, we may all think, what is Krishna doing? Or in this world also, so many times people say, no, a small child will die. Correct? Some war is happening recently in Syria. I don't know who threw the bomb because of the dispute. They threw something called fire bomb. Basically from the sky, like water, fire is falling. Some kind of chemical bomb. And all, not that first the chemical were there. This means all the clothes burned and the skin was hanging like cloth on the body. Basically, when some 50 children, the school bomb was, that special bomb was thrown. And 20, 40 boys were admitted. They basically burned to death. And when you think like that, even BBC people are there, they made the video also of that. It's difficult to see that video. People just being burnt, whole body. Doctors see TV. So sometimes even doctors have wonder when a patient comes and particularly a child comes, what has he done to suffer so much? And what was God doing? So many people become atheists on the same principle. Many atheists have this argument, if God is there, why there is suffering in this world? And forget here, Arjuna is ready to leave the battle, stop the slaughter of crores of people, and Krishna is saying, no, kill. So what kind of God is this? Krishna may come. Because point is, Krishna does not live on illusion. He lives on truth. You are living on illusion, therefore you are seeing his activity as wrong. Krishna lives on truth. Krishna, there is no comparison to compassion of Krishna. But Krishna's compassion is spiritual, not material. It's like suppose somebody is drowning and you have compassion for his dress. What is the use? You jump and bring his dress out. Are the person is drowned? No? The same way, what compassion you need to give today is compassion to the soul, not to the body. Similarly to ourselves also. We want to be compassionate. Great acharyas and Krishna, when they are looking, correct? When you look at the deities and acharyas, always say, bless me, because they are looking with compassion, correct? We also sometimes look at the word with compassion. Before that, put a mirror, look at yourself with compassion. What is the condition you are in? We have to look at ourselves with compassion. We have to learn to look with compassion. And Krishna looks with compassion in reality, not in illusion. So, Duryodhana and the party were engaged in sinful act. It has to stop. Because Krishna doesn't stop there, their suffering is unlimited. When somebody is doing too much papa, he has to be stopped. Because a reaction is going to come. You got it now? Because he can't escape. Yamaraj will take care of Duryodhana and the party very nicely. For each activity done, how much suffering they are going to get. And they continue. If Krishna does not stop Duryodhana and the party from the sinful activity, more sinful activity will happen. So there is compassion on Duryodhana that Krishna arranged they all to die. It is good for them. Good for them. So Krishna is. And for the Yudhishthira Maharaj and the party to rule the world, that is also good. Because the whole world was turned into Vaikuntha by them. So Krishna's compassion is unlimited. And not only that, Duryodhana is the party who were punished by the Lord. When Krishna punishes, it's over. He forgives also after that. They all went to Vaikuntha. So that's why nobody lost in this world. So we have to see a little deeper. But anyway, Arjuna's compassion was on the material platform, and therefore we are seeing all the symptoms are appearing.